Arte's podcast. We are back. Fuck, it cut out the beginning. I heard it.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy. Oh, man. Well, then, we're off to a good start. Yeah, I forgot what number mic you were using. So
yeah, I think I switched back to my mic.
Because you switch, right. Whenever we, because it's usually just like the two over there, which is 3 and 4, and we're 1 and 2. So,
yeah.
You know.
Also, Ben, if you're listening, stop moving your mic stand on the right side. Keep it on the left side.
For those watching the YouTube of this podcast, yeah, Ben, I don't know why. I think it's because he has an easier egress out of from behind the table over there.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, like it's like the mic stand is constantly in somebody's way. We just need to get one of those table ones again and just give him that one.
The clip?
The clip one, yeah.
Yeah, the clip one's better.
Yeah, we had it for when we first started out. I don't know what the fuck happened to those things.
Yeah, they might be in my garage, maybe.
If they're not in your garage, they're definitely somewhere in a dumpster somewhere. Because I know I don't have. When I moved, I know I didn't bring them with me.
At a fucking Goodwill somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah.
For if somebody else started the podcast.
Yeah.
Anywho, welcome to Quiet Taste Podcast. It's the original recipe back today. We had a little technical difficulty at the beginning, but you'll have that. Anyways, if you're new to the podcast, we appreciate you giving us a listen to. A lot of new subscribers, a lot of new listeners recently. So if you are one of them, we appreciate you giving us a listen to. Make sure that you are subscribed to us, though, so you don't miss any of our episodes or shenanigans. And we appreciate that, of course. If you are a return listener, thanks for sticking with us all these years. We're actually finally going to be in person coming up soon. So if you are local and you're listening to this podcast, we will be at Foreign Local. I believe it's October 11th.
Yep, October 11th.
Perfect. So yeah, if you're in the area, or if you're going to be in the area, or if you just want to be in the area, Foreign Local brewery that we've been partnered up with for quite some time. They do our beer release every year. And yeah, we've been friends with Mikey for quite some time now. He's been supporting us. We support them. You know how it is. So if you're in the area, they're reopening their new location, and we're gonna be there hanging out. We're gonna be selling some t-shirts. We're gonna give away some stickers, some buttons, and DJ's Band is playing. So there's gonna be a lot going on. So there's beer, there's non-alcoholic options, there's DJ's Band. A few other good bands playing too that you all should check out.
I got the flyer right here.
Sweet.
Just found it. All right. Yeah, we're doing the barrel aged beer release. This is also his kind of his anniversary thing. It's free entry. We're gonna have the Northwest Indiana Beano Club there. We're gonna have all day music. There's going to be food there. We got Adversa, Death from Within, The Region, Beheading the Icon, East Moon, When We Was Kids. Super good fucking lineup. There's going to be vendors, live barbecue, temporary tattoos, the Beano tournament, the Bourbon Barrel bonfire, which is really awesome. He's doing a merch raffle giveaway, and you're getting beer poured directly from the barrel that day.
Hell yeah. That's going to be good stuff.
And it's going to be from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. It is on 6718 Kennedy Avenue in Hammond, Indiana. Super easy to find. It's like the new quote-unquote downtown area of Hessville. The new,
Hessville downtown. The revitalization plan. Jeez, that was a hard word to say. that Mayor McDermott's been pretty much doing out in Hammond. The Hessville area has been been redone. I think are they still working on it?
Yeah, they're still doing. I mean, it looks nice, but
does look nice.
They just need to fill those businesses with business. I swear there's been like a rotation of a popcorn place and a fried chicken place in the same building. Like every year, it's like switches.
I know what building you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even get to try it yet, and I don't even know which one I'm talking about.
Nope, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's funny.
But yeah, again, October 11th, Foreign Local Brewery, 3rd anniversary party, bunch of bands, bunch of vendors. Giveaways, we got merch, they got merch, Beano tournament, food, all that stuff from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, so come through. I mean, obviously, so support to Mikey. He's been obviously supporting us since we jumped off. It's funny that it's his 3rd year, it's our 3rd year, so like
that's awesome.
We're growing up together.
We grew together,
and
also it's free.
It's free, and it's all ages too. So if you have children, you can actually still go. So yeah, all ages, Band's gonna be great. Like several of those bands I've heard before, and they're all really good. So yeah, if you like live music, you like your friends and supporting them and what they do. And again, it's free, so there's really other than like an act of nature. What other reason?
Yeah. There's a huge parking lot too.
That's it, dude. Like that's what I hated about the old Four Local was there was no fucking parking over there.
Had a corner.
Yeah,
it was like awkward.
You can fit 3.5 cars in there.
Yeah, like it had to be my car.
Yeah.
And then maybe 3 full-size cars.
Yeah, your car and then my car and then everything else goes up from that.
Yeah, that would be it.
That's about it. But yeah, come through. It'll be nice to see everybody. We actually didn't get a chance to do our 3-year anniversary party yet this year. So obviously we missed seeing everybody. So if you're in the area, like I said before, come on down and check it out. We unfortunately do not have a beer release in that day though. So just putting that out there. If you're expecting to see some required taste beer, there will not be one.
Yeah,
but
there will be a beer.
There will be beer of other sorts, but and also, and we've talked about this on the podcast before. Again, if you've been following us, you probably heard us say it. But Four Local was one of the first places out here to really start doing a lot of craft cocktails. And,
absolutely.
They still have a lot of them there. I don't know if ours is still there or not. I haven't talked to Mikey. I didn't ask him about that.
I haven't actually been there yet to see the.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we did have a signature cocktail there. It was not alcoholic for those that don't drink, but it was forehead kisses, which is pretty good stuff. Actually, I did have a few of them. They're pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah, when I just don't feel like drinking them, it's still a nice beverage.
Nice. I always got because he would have the non-alcoholic Busch there. So
I
would always get the micheladas.
Yeah,
I love micheladas. That was like when I drank, that was my thing. Bloody Marys and micheladas. So I could still have one of those there. You know,
it's true. That's true. So yeah, if you want some beer, you can have beer. If you want a non-alcoholic, there's options for that too. So yeah, a little something for everybody. It'll be nice to see our friends and those that listen to us. So yeah, if you can come out, please do. It'd be really, really cool. So yeah, today we're starting off spooky season, man.
Yeah, we're doing
it's still hot out
too. Yeah, it's fucking 80 something degrees out today. What the hell?
So ridiculous. But I mean, I'm not necessarily mad about it. Like summer's clinging on for dear life. But I'm not necessarily mad about it. But I'm also kind of ready for a hoodie season.
It's been perfect, especially for like going to shows lately, because the weather's just been like, it doesn't matter if I got to park a little bit away. It's easy to walk, easy to, like in Chicago when you go to shows and in the winter, it sucks, man.
Dude, it would actually, depending upon where the parking is, will determine if I'm going to go to the show or not.
Yeah.
Like that is a determining factor.
It gets to that point, when it's like, dude, you're going to be sweaty leaving there. And then you like,
right in the cold.
Are you going to battle the cold in the beginning and then buy something there so you can leave with, or are you going to wear shit there and just die?
Right.
And then crawl out and then
hope for the best.
Freeze to death.
Yes, the death part. You have to include the death part. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna it's funny, we're actually doing these episodes back. We're actually recording 2 episodes today. So the first one we're doing is for the spooky season, which actually comes out next Tuesday. When we're doing another episode for music that comes out tomorrow. So we're actually doing this completely backwards, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. We had to get all the information out first so we can.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, we have to do our disclaimer at the beginning of the episode. Like, hey, we're going to be here. We love our listeners.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah.
So, today we got some spooky season stuff, though. Obviously, it's spooky season in summertime right now. But that's cool, we're in the beginning of October. October's a long fucking month. So
yeah, and we're doing this is an old school format. If you've been with us from the beginning, me and Aaron started, it was basically just me and him. And he would tell a story, and then I would tell a story that either of us really didn't know much about the other,
Indeed, yeah, like the old school format with the original recipe on the podcast. It's always a good time because we don't do this very often. Normally, it's like a bunch of us.
Yeah, usually we got a different cast every time.
Yeah,
you don't get the old.
Yeah, the original. That was the original recipe, man.
The original sauce.
Yeah, man. The 12 herbs and spices. It's the good stuff.
It's like that special sauce that comes out only like. It's like the apple pie empanadas at Taco Bell.
They're back, right?
Not anymore.
What the fuck?
Just went there today to get one. They were like, nope, don't have them. And I was like, it's been like a week.
I just saw a commercial for them.
What?
God, man, come on.
Or they're just fucking with me.
Man, all right. Here's the thing. We're gonna have issues here because I just saw a commercial for them like 2 days ago. What is this?
Just like that.
Man, I actually really wanted one. I don't eat that much fast food anymore, but I was going to get Taco Bell.
I did capitalize on that.
and fuck up some empanadas, dude. Man, come on, dude. Anyways, also there's a bunch of stuff going on this month too, so we're trying to record as many episodes as we can to get these out. So
Indeed.
you know, bear with us if again, this is going to be in reverse. So like, if we're a little tired if we sounded tired in last week's episode, it's because we just recorded again.
Yes.
Back to back for the listeners. We're doing it for y'all. So anyways, let's dive into it though, man. We don't really need much of a warm up today. We're just going to do it.
Yeah, we got it.
So again, spooky season, we're going to be doing spooky topics all month this month. And I'm going to start us off with a good one, man. It's a short one. We got some short stories today, but you know, short and sweet. This one isn't necessarily spooky, more so as just creepy. And it gets creepier the more you think about it. I'm going to get into it.
Okay.
So as you know, my pronunciation of French is about as much as my respect for them.
About to summon some ghosts in here. Let's do it.
Yeah, and oh geez, yeah, I got it. I got it. In Naku de le Sen. There we go. I actually heard it said in the video. I just refuse to listen. So it's fine. It actually translates to the unknown woman of the Seine. So it's one of those things where you've seen this woman's face and probably didn't even know it. And we're going to go into the why. So the unknown woman of the Seine. Essentially, here's how it went. Back in the late 1800s, some people speculate around like 1880-ish. There's really no actual date of when this woman died. But a dead woman was put out of the River Seine. She was found drowned in the River Seine.
The shit river.
Indeed. Indeed, the very same. So this woman was found. No physical wounds were found on her, though. She was just a dead woman in the Seine. They speculate she might have been around 16 or so years old. They believe because, again, there was no physical, wounds to her, that it was probably a suicide, right? Mm-hmm. So 16-year-old around the age committed suicide by drowning herself in the River Seine. Somebody pulled the body out. Here we are. What happened is that once her body was put into the morgue, essentially the mortician at the time saw her. It was like, man, this she's really, really, really pretty. We should preserve her face in a death mask. Right. Oh. So they took a plaster mold of her face and made a death mask for this unknown woman.
Fucking weirdos.
Very much so, but it gets better. So it gets weirder, actually.
You know what would be really cool?
Yeah.
if we kept her face.
Yes.
What?
Yes. I mean, death masks were like kind of all the rage back then anyways, for preserving like family members and stuff like that. So like you can have a death mask made of like a family member or like a loved one, somebody like that, like you can preserve their, if that's what you wanted to do, preserve their face for forever. So again, plaster mask of her face was made. There's a lot of speculation going on around, especially nowadays, around like was she actually drowned? Because like if you look at her face, it doesn't look like the face of a woman who drowned. Is what they're really kind of alluding to. Here nor there, really. Most of the stories I read said that she was the drowned woman. There are a few other ones that said it might have been a model who died of tuberculosis from 1875, and there was a mold of her face. Others say that it was the face of a daughter of a German mask maker, of a German a person who actually made those types of masks in the first place. It was his daughter, maybe. But most of the reading I've done said that it's just a woman that was a drowned woman. Yeah. But nobody knows who she was. And even with all the people that were clamoring to see this person who was pulled out of the river, nobody claimed her. So nobody knows where she came from. It's just dead body.
I like the mask maker one.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a good horror movie origin.
Yeah, I want to preserve the face of my daughter.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. So that's really European horror right there too. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's like one. You got to watch that on Shudder. That's not going to come out in theaters or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those are the usually the scarier ones, anyways. I think foreign horror is better than local horror, anyways. Honestly, they do it better.
I love me a really bad horror movie.
Oh, they're great.
The lower the budget, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some real creative stories that way. Mm-hmm. I say creative very loosely. Oh, man. So anyways, the story goes on. Again, nobody claimed her, so nobody knew who she was. But because again, like the person who I think it was actually a pathologist, I'm sorry, at the morgue, was the person who actually requested the plaster mold. And because of her looks, it actually became pretty popular. The plaster mold of this girl was pretty popular. So people were actually buying them to decorate their home with them.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So you just have this dead girl's face on your wall.
It's like that makes me think of like like antique places now. How it's like mainly just arts and crafts.
A lot of it, yeah.
It's not like antiques. That's what it makes me think of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is one of the things where they made copies of this and sold it across Europe.
Yeah, it's like horror movie memorabilia before horror movies.
Kind of, yeah. I saw it described as like she was essentially a meme before memes were a thing. Because everybody like knew of her.
Yeah.
But nobody knew her name.
I got to pull up a picture.
Yeah, go for it. Again, the unknown woman of the sin is how I'm going to say it, because I'm not going to pronounce that in French again, because I'm pretty sure I just gave myself a stroke. So, like I said before, people were buying this everywhere. They were hanging it up outside of their homes, and a lot of people started likening her smile, because it looked like she was like had a like bit of a smile when in the mold, and people likened it to the smile of Mona Lisa, because it's like very subtle.
Yeah, I can see a comparison picture right here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So there was actually a philosopher, Albert Camus, who called her the drowned Mona Lisa, and as a comparison, because again, like they were just going with that, with how she looked essentially. Mm-hmm. So moving forward, though, as I said before, people were just buying this thing everywhere. She was even featured in a bunch of different stories. So like authors and like poets and all these other people at the time would actually write stories involving her or make references to her. Again, this is kind of really easy, because if you think about it, like nobody knew who she was. Nobody had a name for her. Nobody knew why she killed herself. Nobody has any information as to why she was there. So it opened up the door for a lot of these artists, writers, and everybody else to actually start just making up stories.
So I want to interject really quick. I don't mean to interrupt, but there's a movie I love called Drowning Mona. Have you ever seen it?
I have not.
It's a comedy movie.
Okay.
It's got Danny DeVito, and the lady Mona that they kill. Nobody knows how she died. But the thing is several people had made an attempt to kill her.
Okay.
So technically all of them had a part to do in it, but nobody found out who killed it. And now that you're telling the story, I'm like, wow. They made like a new age comedy version of this. Because when you said the drowning Mona Lisa, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds so familiar. And I'm thinking of the story now and comparing it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because that's pretty much exactly what they did. They just took the story and, and ran with it. But it was actually done so many times back then, too. I mean, they were hardly the first people to ever do it.
Yeah.
So, as I said before, very, very popular mask, very popular in writing and literature and whatnot. So we're going to fast forward just a little bit. And in the 40s, so this is going to be after World War II is over with, there was a toy maker by the name of Asmund Landrell. Going with that. What he did was he was a toy maker before the war. So before the war happened, he was a toy maker. After the war happened, he started making toys again. But because of the plentifulness of plastics, he was actually able to use plastic to make toys. Well, he used her likeness to make these dolls, and he would call them, I believe he called them Ann dolls. Yeah. So he was using the plastics, used the kind of likeness of her face to make these Ann dolls. Well, ironically enough, now this is just a story that I found only one place, so I really can't confirm if it's true or not. But allegedly, or according to what I read, his son had almost drowned, and he was able to pull his son out of the water, save his life. Everything's cool. But he was later on approached by a company to make resuscitation dolls. So like how people learn how to do CPR.
Wow.
Right. So if you look at her face again, and then so
that's why I couldn't make that connection. I was like, why is this so familiar? That's exactly there's a picture of it right there.
Yeah. So what they did was they actually used her face as the default face of CPR dolls.
That's hilarious. Wow.
For quite some time. So this started in the late 1950s. Her face became the face of CPR dolls, and it was that way standard for quite some time. There's like a few variations of it now.
Yeah.
But that was it.
And it's like you said, nobody knows who she was. So there's no money going to any the likeness of this face. No. It's just like, here's this stock face. Yep. You know, like how you like do stuff online, they just have stock images. Mm-hmm. Like, but nobody's getting paid for it. Nope. Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's
so Rescue Ann, as she became known as, and then the story is now that she is the most kissed face of all time.
Mm.
Because, you know,
I've kissed Ann before.
I have too, actually, a long time ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You whore.
Yep. yeah, that's the story of the unknown lady of the sin.
That's so fucking creepy. Her face,
so creepy.
the original Death Mask picture is so fucking creepy.
Yes.
And like looking at the side by sides of everything, I'm like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who knew that when you were learning CPR, you were kissing the face of a dead girl?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yep.
The hell.
So the more you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
That's going to unsettle a few people, I feel like. Especially with all the people we know in the medical field. Like, oh, God. Yes. Yes, you've kissed the face of a dead girl. Mm. You're welcome.
That's amazing.
The more you know.
I love that.
But yeah, man, that's my story.
Solid. I love that. I found a really funny story.
That's fantastic.
I don't even know how to title this, so I'm just going to go into this. This is 1897, January 23rd. They found a body of a young woman named Zona Heaster Shue. Discovered her in her home in Greenbrier County, West Virginia. It seemed to kind of just be a regular case of, domestic, violence, something of the sorts, But this wasn't going to be turning up till later, She was born in Greenboro, West Virginia, around 1873. Didn't really know much about her background, just knew that her and her mother were pretty close. She, around 1896, when they had moved to Greenboro County with their mother, she had met a man named Erasmus Stribling Trout Shue.
If that dude doesn't try to sell me some fucking snake oil, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like that is a snake oil salesman name right there. Either that or he better be a magician. Like what?
These are the days where everybody's got the twirly mustache.
He has to have one of those. What was his name again? Erasmus?
Erasmus Stribling Trout Shue.
I'm ready for him to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Now, Erasmus, we'll call him Eddie because his nickname Eddie. That's what
I don't want to. I want that man's full government name. It's like a pet name slip back. You need to say the whole thing.
Stribling, Trout.
I'm sorry. For ease of use, you can call him Eddie, but still.
Erasmus or Shue. We could call him Shue also. Now, his background, we do know quite a little bit about.
Okay.
This is what I like to call a 19th century hat trick because he was a drifter, he was divorced, and he was also a widow. This is like perfect recipe for like some kind of death or something bad.
Well, with the name Erasmus, he better be a drifter at the minimum. I want a snake oil salesman, but I'll take a drifter.
He goes in, like, I imagine there's like a help wanted sign. And he like grabs it and goes in the store. He was like, I seen you wanted some help. And like, oh yeah, friend, what's your name? It's Erasmus. Get the fuck out of my store.
Oh man.
Right now.
Yes.
Don't need to know anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So Erasmus was living in Greenbrier County, working as a blacksmith at the time. And Zona basically had spotted him. And there's an age gap here.
There always is back then, I feel like.
37 to 23.
Oh, at least it's all above board.
So we're legal here.
That's good. That's a good start.
Throw that out there. We don't really get any crazy stuff in this story. So she would basically started making herself known to Edward Erasmus. And then she goes into the blacksmith one day and basically is like,
I like you and I won't you.
Erasmus, I like you. and I want you.
The easy way or the hard way?
Oh, God. Now, this couple moved fast because this was described as like a whirlwind romance. Within 2 weeks, they got married. Tied the fucking knot.
She knew what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
She saw it, and she got it.
Yep. So she had lived with Erasmus for a couple months at this time. And then, like to the beginning of the story, said when they found the body, Erasmus had sent an errand boy to his house to ask if Zona had needed anything from his job because he was the local blacksmith and everybody knew him. Like he was like fucking top dog, you know, he knew his shit.
Sure.
Erasmus.
Yes.
Erasmus, you doing my horseshoe? It's like I said my name's Eddie. Whatever, Stribling.
Oh, man.
What a stupid name. Okay, so like I said, they lived together for several months, and when her body was discovered inside of the house by the errand boy, you know, it was kind of a weird circumstance. And you got to imagine, young kid, right? Mm-hmm. You imagine when we were kids, this is what I thought about when I was reading the story. When we were young kids and something traumatic may be happening around us or something important we may remember, but we don't give a fuck because, like, you just got a new video game and you just want to get home to play it.
Yes.
So everything else is like
does not matter.
Irrelevant.
Yes.
So this errand boy basically goes to the house, right? And he sees Zona basically lying at the bottom of a staircase. Mm-hmm. And there's like blood kind of around her.
Yeah.
And he goes back to Edwin.
Yes.
I can't even say his fucking
Erasmus.
Shoe.
Yes.
Erasmus. And he's like, yeah, she's there, but she's like kind of napping awkwardly at the bottom of the stairs.
It's like, but she's indisposed.
She must have dropped some wine. Like this kid was oblivious to what
the hurdles, yes, that the kid went through. Right.
Okay, so where are we at here?
Well, the kid walks in and sees it, is like, that's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Anyways, and just leaves. Doesn't bother to inspect shit. I mean, I feel like, honestly, if there was a new video game waiting on me, like, that sounds like me at work. It's like, man, this new video game, like, that's really unfortunate, but like...
Yeah. The way she was described being found was she was stretched out with her feet together. One hand was on her abdomen and the other was lying next to her. Her head was turned slightly to one side and her eyes were wide open and staring. But the small boy was like, all right. It basically just ran back. It was like, yeah, she's home, but she's not moving. You should
didn't even get a stick to poke her. It's messed up.
So Erasmus basically summons a local doctor, which is also the coroner back then.
Naturally.
You know. Dr. George W. Knapp. He was summoned to the house, although he didn't arrive for almost 1 hour. By that time, Shu had carried his wife's body upstairs, had laid her out on the bed. He had also washed her. He cleaned her.
Nice of him.
Now, this was a custom back then to prepare someone for a funeral.
Sure.
And it was usually done by the local woman.
Sure.
And like I should mention, this is Greenbrier County is in West Virginia.
Ah, yes.
You know, so we're late 1800s in West Virginia. We're talking some old Mormon shit. You know, you ever watch those movies where they have scenes of like old Mormons and they're like washing each other's feet and shit like that?
Yes.
This is stuff like that, you know. So Shu had a lot of time to basically make preparation for the funeral. 1 hour after being basically told, I think your wife's dead. So Shu took it upon himself to dress Zona in her best clothing. A high-neck, stiff collared dress covered her neck and a veil placed over her face. While Dr. Knapp examined her and tried to determine the cause of death, Shu stayed by his wife's side, cradling her head and sobbing. Because of the obvious grief, quotations here, for those on video, Dr. Knapp gave the body only basically a cursory exam. You know, he did a very novice look of everything. He noticed some bruising on her neck. When he tried to look closer, Shu was basically like don't touch her. I love her. You know, he just was like,
Inconsolable.
inconsolable. What do you want to call it? So at the time, the doctor had declared her cause of death as what they called at the time everlasting faint. Which is basically a heart attack. That's what they called a heart attack.
I feel like it has added so much romance to that title.
Her faint was everlasting.
Like, yeah, that's some poetry shit right there. And this is West Virginia in the fucking in the 1900s.
This is the late 1800s.
So they couldn't even read those words if you wrote them down.
Mm-hmm. And he had also suspected that this may have been some complications that she had when Zona was allegedly having child complications because she was pregnant. Allegedly, like I said. So he said this may be related, some kind of symptom of quote unquote female trouble.
Ah, the female trouble. She's a witch.
So Dr. Knapp notified someone to tell Zona's parents. Now, if we remember, Zona's mom they lived together and they were very close. She was not very fond of Erasmus.
I mean,
who would?
Right.
I met a young man today. Oh, did you? What's his name? Erasmus.
Be gone.
Get out of my Oh my goodness. So now I had mentioned that Erasmus was married twice.
Yes.
Before, right?
Yes.
And that he was widowed and
divorced. Yes.
His first wife, he was divorced from, had one child that he basically abandoned, and then he went to prison for stealing a horse.
Again, I just imagine like him trying to leave his abandon his family, but instead of like being like, I'm gonna go get some milk, he just says Erasmus and throws a smoke bomb and runs out.
Just dribbling shoe.
It just finds a horse and tries to leave.
And he steals a horse, and then that's basically Grand Theft Auto.
Well, yeah.
You know. So he gets arrested for 2 years, and while he's arrested, she fucking leaves him. She's like, I got a bad feeling about this guy. The daughter's name at that time was Greta, I should also mention. Very ugly fucking names back here. His second wife passed away after they were married for 8 months. A brick had mysteriously fallen on her head.
Well, yeah, got to watch out for raining bricks in the 1900s, apparently, or 19th century.
Really do. They had been doing some restoration at the house. Whoopsies.
Whoopsie doodle.
Yep.
Brick.
Dropped a brick on my wife's head.
Whole brick, half brick, quarter brick.
Okay, so Saturday, January 24th, the day after Zona's body was taken by carriage to her parents' house, and they were basically going to start the whole funeral process, you know. Now, this whole entire process they were doing, Erasmus, like I said, had dressed her up really nice, had put on what he'd called her favorite collar, for very specific reasons, which I will get into detail. And he was very attentive to her body pretty much the whole time. He was constantly making sure her head was sitting up straight in the casket. He was adjusting her neck thing. He's like, I want to make sure this is specifically covering the second to third vertebrae. Just because that's her favorite spot.
That's her favorite vertebrae.
We want to make sure that it sits there. She would have wanted it that way.
Yep. Yeah. Again, like I'm just imagining, like, because again, like, we're talking about West Virginia in the 19th century or 1900s, 19th century. Geez, 19th century. And I'm just like, man, these people can barely even read. What the fuck are they? They don't know what a vertebrae is.
It really is. If you ever watch the what is it, I forgot what the family's called, but there's a family in West Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains that the guy has been doing the Whitakers, the inbred family. I just imagine like a bunch of that.
Yep.
At this funeral.
Yep.
But people started noticing that Erasmus was acting weird because he was going from a manic, very energetic to where he was busy, he was moving things, to being very sad and overwhelmed. And he, like I said, he was allowing basically no one to get close to the coffin. He had put a pillow next to her head to make sure she wasn't moving. Like I said, constantly adjusting her clothes. And people actually noticed and said that they noticed some type of looseness in her head.
Yeah, this is really what I was waiting for. But yes.
And they started talking, a speculation of like, okay, so what actually happened here? So Mary Jane Heister, which was Zona's mother, did not need to speculate whatsoever because she was convinced the whole entire time that this is definitely like foul play. There's something going on here. She was convinced, and she was basically going to do anything she had to do to prove what was going to happen. So after this whole strange incident happened, Mary Jane took the sheet from inside the coffin and tried to return it to Shu, but he refused it. And she kind of had a premonition in doing this because she took the sheet home and washed it, and light pink color had came out of the sheet. And it was like a sign for her to be like, okay, something happened, like that's blood, you know what I mean? So she began to pray. And she, for the next 4 weeks, she prayed every night, waiting for something. And then finally, 4 nights in a row, her daughter appears to her in nightmares. Basically saying that her daughter would come to her. I think after the 3rd time, like that's the rule with ghosts, like you do the Beetlejuice thing.
Yeah.
This is probably real. Something's going on here. But the first 2, it's like,
yeah,
get out of here. I'm just grieving. But basically, her daughter was coming to her in her dreams and basically, like, telling her, like, I got fucking killed. This fucking asshole shoved me down a fucking flight of stairs.
Help.
What?
Me.
Everlasting faint?
Right.
The fuck is that?
It's called stairs and gravity. It's horrible.
How about I everlasting haunt the fuck out of you until you put this man to justice? God damn it. And then she said even when the ghost premonition would float away, basically her head would turn all the way around as if to give her a hint, be like, my fucking neck's broken. Oh, man. Okay, where are we at here?
The neck broken part and the sheet part.
Oh, yes. Okay, so a short time after that, Mary Jane went to the prosecutor, which was John Alfred Preston at the time, and was basically trying to convince him to reopen this case. And he's like, what do you got? You got some evidence? Which is actually kind of funny because there's actually a lot of evidence.
Yeah, there is.
If the coroner actually did his job, you got the sheets.
Right.
The neck. There's actually a lot of physical evidence here.
There's a lot of evidence going on. I realize everybody has 3 first names. So everybody has a lot of name going on here.
They really do.
Like a lot of name is happening with all these people, but carry on.
It's like you can't decide. You just I got 3 of them that I really like. So.
Right. I'm going to name after your great-grandpappy, his brother's cousin, and then the dog.
Erasmus' dad was really drunk.
Erasmus's dad was a magician. I'm sticking by that.
Oh God, that's hilarious. So basically, Mary Jane had the task of convincing this prosecutor that I'm seeing ghosts, and I know that this is what happened. You need to look at the body. You need to reopen the case. You need to reopen the casket. And she was actually successful in doing this. She made a big stink about it. And after deliberating and being sympathetic to how she was in the situation, and they thought it was weird too, they decided to reopen the case and open the casket, which Dr. Knapp ended up doing a further examination, which took about 3 hours. And he found quite a few injuries here.
All right.
So let me look those up here because they're pretty bad.
Is it all to do with falling down a flight of stairs?
She had a broken neck, vertebrae between C1 and C2 dislocated. Her windpipe was crushed. Ligaments were torn. And bruises and finger marks pretty much exactly where a hand would be to break the neck. So they had everything they needed basically to go to trial now. And the trial was the first and only time in history that the testimony of a ghost was used and applied to a verdict. Because of Mary Jane's testimony that day in trial, after the jurors deliberated for, I think, only 2 hours, they had found Erasmus Stribling Trout Shoe. I can't fucking believe I just memorized that.
Yep.
Guilty, sentencing him 30 years in prison, mainly with the testimony of the ghost of Zona Stribling Trout Shoe.
Fair enough. That's good.
Trout gets sentenced to prison. They have exhumed the body. Trout dies 2 years later in prison, because this is at 1898 when the trial happens, because 1897 was when all those instances happened. 1898 is when the trial happens. He dies in 1900 during a medical pandemic that was going through the prisons back then. A lot of diseases. I didn't really look into it. And he was buried in the prisons back then. If you're familiar with anything like that, you're usually buried in an unmarked grave, so nobody knows where Erasmus is.
That's probably for the best.
Probably the best thing.
But yeah, I mean, disease was obviously rampant back then. Who knows what it could have been? I mean, penicillin wasn't invented or wasn't discovered until 1923 or 28. So, so Erasmus.
And like I said, to be in trial and like that's like where I think that probably came up, where like she was like, do you have any other testimonies? And she's like, I had a nightmare. And Erasmus is like, I object.
That's just a witch.
He's like, shut the fuck up, Shoe. Nobody cares.
Obviously, she's a witch.
Witch. They're like, all right, we already went through that.
Stone her. What do you mean?
We just got done with all that stuff. We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
We're trying not to.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Right. Yeah, there it is.
Let's see how the trial goes first.
Right.
Yeah, that's the case of the Greenbrier County Ghost.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good, funny hillbilly ghost story.
Yeah, because we don't really get too much from, after being in the Appalachian Mountains, I can see why there's so many ghost stories up there. It's creepy, dog.
Dude, I see a lot of those, because I got off social media, so all of my stuff that I do watch is on YouTube now, and I'll see like these real videos, and I keep watching these compilations of people in the Appalachian woods, and the woods going completely silent out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's when you have to worry.
Yeah.
Is if it goes completely silent, that's when I worry.
Yeah.
About a lot.
It's creepier.
Nope, not for me. Yep. So anyways, hey, this is a pretty short episode, but I like it.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Old school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you all made it this far in the episode, we appreciate you giving us a listen to. Like I mentioned before in the beginning of the episode, if you are not following us, please give us a like, give us a follow, give us a rating wherever you listen to us at too. We would appreciate all the love that you can send over. Also, we will be at Foreign Local October 11th. As I said, we're going to be having a table there. We're not going to be doing much, but we'll have some merch to sell, have some stuff to give away. And you're going to hear DJ's band play, which is cool because that's right in our backyard.
Yeah, we haven't played a show in Indiana in a while.
It's been a long time, yeah. So that'll be dope, yeah. So come out, show support, show some love for people that support us. It'll be nice to see everybody in the first place just because it's been a while since we've seen all of our listeners. So yeah, come on out, give us some support. We'll give you some love right back. Other than that, hope y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.